All right, this is an update. I just went out with the babies because I needed to get groceries, and by groceries I mean fruits and milk. And what else did I get? Yeah, pretty much. And then some. My boys like this one. It's mango pudding, and this is by the bag, so this is quite big and nice. Fruits of the winter in this freaking place, but it's cheap, so I get it, and the babies like it. Today, I felt I should do something about it since I left yesterday that school, and I wasn't happy at all after this so-called conversation with people that I had all good intentions to start conversation with. But then, I was reminded, I'm the foreigner. I was reminded that I am this obstacle that stays there. So we should ignore it in the room. But you know what? I'm not born yesterday. I haven't come here yesterday. I've been here for years, so I'm used to it. Until the mother of WeaselTown starts reacting on whatever I say. So whatever I would be saying at that point would not matter, because she would be like, well, I don't understand her, what she's saying. I'm the victim here. Who cares what this foreigner has to say about her weird son that's bullying my boy? I'm done being nice. So I used Google Translation today. Sorry, the sun is kind of like really strong. But it doesn't really matter. So I use Google Translation. I don't know how good Google Translation is from English to Japanese, but I made basic points of what I was about to say, and I addressed the letter, which I printed, which was a miracle because the printer is an absolute crap. It is. It doesn't want to connect to Wi-Fi. It doesn't want to connect to phone, to computer, to anything. It doesn't print out things. It just... And I didn't even have enough paper. I was using old papers from the back of the papers, and I was hoping I have some kind of papers in the back. You guys, it's a miracle. I had paper somewhere down underneath. There was leftover white paper, and it was hard though. It was kind of like a hard paper. I don't care. It was paper. And the computer somehow connected to the printer, recognized it, and the printer, I wanted to hug that dusty old printer because it printed it out. It printed it out. I wrote every sentence in English and then in Japanese. I'm used to that because in church that's what they do. When you have a talk and you're an English speaker, you have the paragraph in English, then in Japanese, and that's how the translator reads it for you. Anyway, so that's what I did, and I addressed it to the vice principal because I do not like the principal. I do not like the homeroom teacher of my oldest son, and I expressed my sincere opinion. I did not use bad words for anybody. You have no idea how many times I've cursed that lady in my head. You have no idea. Only God knows how much. But so I addressed it to him, and I know from a friend who worked with him before, who is no longer in this prefecture, that he is a nice, good, outgoing guy. He likes the kids, he cares about them, and he speaks English or understands English somewhat more than others because he's been out of this country. So I think when a Japanese person gets out of this country and sees the world outside and how they operate, their vision of the world widens, you guys. I mean, it's for everybody. I was like that too. I didn't know much about out of the boundaries of Bulgaria, but when I went to the States, I was like wowing and wowing everything. So, and then I went to Hawaii, and then I went to so many other countries, but that's not the point. It widens your vision of the world, and that's important. So that guy might have been the only one yesterday in that room that could understand me, apart from my husband, who, by the way, is never ever on my team. I swear, I remember this one time At this one time when it actually clicked in my mind, we were still students at Brigham Young University in Hawaii. We were just married, and my sister was engaged to her husband. They had a fight or whatever, and there was an argument. So my beloved husband, who was studying peace building or mediation classes, was taking, like how to be mediator, he decided to try it on us. Actually, I was trying to convince my sister not to marry the guy because he already disappointed her. I don't remember what the argument was. They ended up being married, and they're wonderful. I love them both. They're awesome people. But that day, when I saw what he was doing between me and my sister, I was like, all right, way to go, husband. Way to go. Prove your theories and your whatever you in your class that you take, and prove it, and just exercise it on me and my sister. Good for you. I was just like, there is not even one time that we agreed on something for anything. And I don't know how we brought up 5 kids in this world. I really don't know. Anywho, yesterday in that room, he was translating to me here and there, which was really hard, probably because that lady just kept mumbling, victimizing herself. How poor boy, poor parents, and how come my son is such a bad boy, and ignores him and turns the other 4 boys in the class against him. How is my son even having the time to do that? This is time consuming to plan and to scheme, you guys. My son has no time for that. His time is all on Fortnite right now, okay? Fortnite, that's it. He comes home, drops his stuff, does his homework, and grabs the game. That's it. So he has no time to go scheming with other people to talk behind his back about stuff. No, he's not that kind of material. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry that I didn't stand up for myself, and I did not say that to her freaking stupid face yesterday. But that's okay. I wrote down my peace of mind in a very nice, polite way, because I knew who I'm addressing. It was not her. I just wanted the guy to know where I stand. And I finished my letter by saying, please take care of those kids at your school. Please love them and connect with them, because they look up to you, adults and teachers. As for my boy, this current year's homeroom teacher and the principal are drained down the trash, because they showed him that they can look at him like as this little. They belittled him. They called him pretty much a bully. I don't know how you say in Japanese, bully, but I don't care. What Google translated, I hope he can understand. But anyways, so I mentioned to him that I'm going to talk to my sons, and we're going to consider moving them to a different school, because my boy, as of now, he is not himself. He cannot feel himself. He cannot feel comfortable going to school. He is very careful what he says, whom he talks to, not to hurt people's feelings. And on Saturdays he freaks out because he doesn't know who's going to be patrolling. That little weasel patrols with his 2 sisters. They patrol the streets of the neighborhood to see who is playing with whom where and how, with what. Like, you know what I mean? Like FBI kind of like going around the streets patrolling. And so I explained to the vice principal that if my boy has friends coming over to his house, they play. If nobody comes on a Saturday, that's okay. He plays with his brothers. He doesn't complain. Or he can play with his friends online. Doesn't matter if they're actually physically in the house or not, because they can play virtually. So I'm gonna take this case now so this was a letter to the vice. I'm gonna take this case now to the Board of Education, and I'm gonna address the racism in that room that was yesterday. I'm Bulgarian. I'm proud to be Bulgarian. I'm proud to be Bulgarian, of a small country, developing country, still developing since communism fell in 1990, still developing, but getting there. There are more Bulgarians living outside of Bulgaria, but that's okay. And unfortunately, I'm one of them. And I'm very patriotic about my country. When I see the flag, something happens here. I love my country. I would love to go back, but it's too late for my kids. So now I have to find way to move to an English-speaking country, because my kids speak English. They can write and read somewhat. They can catch up faster with English than Bulgarian. And so this is going to be my goal. But until then, I have to save up. I have to make plans. And I have to ask my son if he wants to move out of that school, or if he wants to deal with that weasel till 6th grade is over. So I'm done with that family. I don't want to. I told the girl in my letter, I don't want to see them. I don't want to talk to them again. I don't want to do anything with that family anymore. So that's that. That was the update, you guys. And somehow I just felt empowered today. I just had to do something on my own, because I'm sick and tired of people telling me what to do, how to act, and what to say, and who not to hurt feelings of. So I did what I did, and I did the right thing. I will always stand for my kids. I'm not gonna let people tell me that my kids are bullies unless I see it. Then they'll get it really hard. I'm not raising bullies. So I'll be talking to my kids from now on a lot, and we will be discussing a lot of things for the future. I think they're old enough already to do that. I connected to a friend who has been in schools for years and who knows the particular schools in this area. And I asked her to come by, and I will tell her, she's Japanese, and I will tell her, maybe I need a translator for that, but I will explain to her the whole situation, and she will help me see it through the eyes of those weirdos here and their culture. Now who's the racist, right? Yeah, I've had it up to here with Japan. And so she's gonna help me. And I'm gonna go public with that. This has been enough. So that's that. Bye.